This is the Business Leadership Series Minute with your host and best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck, Derek Champagne.
What kind of response did you get when that aired?
It was phenomenal. I got a lot of, I get prospects every time it airs, which is great. And on top of that, people called in, they had different ideas for my business model. And I talked to every single one of them because I figured, maybe they know something I don't know. And there were some nutty people and there were some outlandish proposals. But it was, it's a unique experience. And it's a unique experience to, stand there in front of these people. My clients are all successful people, and I've worked with a bunch of billionaires before, so I wasn't, cowed by them. They're really no different. I did my homework. I read their books. I read up on them so I could, schmooze them effectively. And
you did schmooze them very well.
Thank you. Yes, it was. We had I had a game plan with Kevin because I knew he was going to come in hard and heavy. So I knew that whatever he said, if he went into attack mode, I just was going to look at him and say, Kevin, is this how it's going to be between us? And at that moment, not only did he and the rest of the Sharks laugh, but you could hear the stagehands, you could hear the crew laughing on the set. And at that moment, everything changed.
Well, when Mr. Wonderful relaxes and smiles a certain way and you won him over, that's a big deal because it sets the tone for the room, too.
Well, that's exactly it. And it was just another sales call. It wasn't, but it was. It's something where you have to know what you want. You have to know the people across the table. You have to establish rapport and find a way to connect with them. And if people have written books and you don't read their books, then you're an idiot. So
right.
If you go in cold into a room and you could have prepared and you could have known something about them and you could have established a basis of meaningful rapport based on something that is out there already. I'm working on a proposal right now for an individual, and she referenced on her website that she had been blindsided in a divorce. Well, I picked up and I mentioned that in the email, and I said that must have been very painful. And I applaud you for taking that hit and then keeping going and building a new life for yourself. Now, does she want to be reminded that she was blindsided by her divorce? Probably not. But the thing is that it's up there on her website. So what it does is that it indicates that I took the time to connect her and to get to know her instead of just throwing numbers at her. So.
That's powerful.
Just a way of doing business.
That's a great lesson, not to get lazy in our sales meetings. Sometimes we get good enough at our craft, and this has happened to me, where we think we've got it because in our own merit because we're so comfortable with what we do. But you're so right. We need to understand who we're going to talk to and what's relevant to them and what their contributions are and what's important to them.
To hear full episodes of the Business Leadership Series, visit blsnow.net.